Hello, welcome back to my channel and to today's video, which is a bit of a general life update. I don't know if you've seen it, but earlier this week I posted an eBay update to let you know how things are going there. I wanted to keep it separate because I'm aware that there's different kinds of people that watch my channel. Some people watch me for more personal stuff, other people watch me just for my eBay stuff. So I thought I'd do two separate videos, and then the people that just wanted the eBay update could watch that and don't have to watch this. But yeah, I thought I'd just come on and have a chat with you, quick little chat, just to let you know how things are going, because I've not really caught you up recently across the different aspects of my life. And where to start? I guess family is the first one. You all probably aware now that I have my little niece Maisie, and she is doing so well. It is really nice to see. I think I mentioned on here that she was quite ill when she was first born. She had very severe jaundice, and to the point that they were about to do a blood transfusion, but thankfully her levels dropped quite quickly, so it was okay. But that was the first sort of week or so of her life, and then she developed quite bad reflux, and it meant that my sister could not lay her down, because if you lay them flat, obviously it can travel up the throat and she can choke on it. It also meant that my sister could not leave the house with her, in terms, well, she could leave the house walking, but she couldn't go out in the car with her, because if she colicked or had reflux while she was driving, she could have choked on that. And it was difficult because my sister's partner is self-employed, and so he went back to work after the first week, which was when they were just sort of getting over the whole jaundice thing. So it meant that my sister's been at home with her on her own, which is fine. It's, you know, she's not upset about that. It's just been difficult because of the reflux. It also means that my sister couldn't just put her down to go and do a bit of housework for 15-20 minutes, because she couldn't risk her having reflux and choking on it. And even if she was to slightly sort of tip the Moses basket, you can prop up the back leg so that it's on an angle, it still wasn't making things any better. And the other thing related to that is that it meant she was constantly crying because she was always in discomfort. My sister was getting 1 to 2 hours sleep max per night, and yeah, I just don't think it was a great situation for her. Being with your baby 24/7 and they're just crying and you can't console them is not an easy task, but she made it through it. Maisie has now stopped having reflux, and she is a much happier little baby. She is crying a lot less, she is smiling and laughing a heck of a lot more. My sister can take her out in the car on her own without fear that that's going to happen now, so she can go out and do stuff, go visit my parents, go take her to see my nan, all sorts of stuff. Just go to the shop and do a weekly shop. So she's got so much more freedom, and she's also getting sleep on the night. Maisie's now sleeping through about 4 hours at a time during the night. So yeah, things there are running way more smoothly, and I'm really pleased, because I felt really bad for my sister when that was going on, because I would have imagined that to, you know, it's not a nice situation to be in. But she got through it. She is a brilliant mum. We all knew she would be. She's worked in childcare for years. So yeah, that's that really, all good there. My parents are well, my nan is well. Nan is no different to the day that she went into that home almost 18 months ago now. She is happy, she is more confident, she has friends in there, her mobility is probably slightly better than when she first went in. Her mind, she's still fully there, she is not deteriorating, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her tomorrow. When I'm driving back up tomorrow morning, and my first port of call is to see her on my way home before I get back to my parents' house, because it's on the route anyway. And my other grandparents, who I don't think I've really mentioned on here much, for no particular reason, they're both well. Well, they're both doing okay. My granddad does have heart failure, which is a degenerative disease, as I'm pretty sure you all know, and at the moment he's fine, but we are aware that things will get worse. So I think obviously this Christmas I'll just be making sure I see him as much as possible. Because as awful as it sounds, you never know when things are going to take a turn for the worse, and you've got to treasure the time that you have with people. But yeah, I'm not going to dwell on that. It's also, again, it's not really my business to talk about, so I'm going to leave that there. But family, generally, all good. Uni, now that one has been interesting. Uni is really good. I do like it. I really like it. I am starting to sort of get a really solid group of friends there, which is nice. It's taken a bit more time than undergrad because we only see each other twice a week. But there's certainly people there that I really align with and really enjoy their company, so that's nice too. The workload is strange because there is work to do. I think if I'm being honest, I've probably been putting it off. I've got some deadlines the first week back in January, and I really need to knuckle down over Christmas and get my stuff done for them because I've not been putting enough time into that. But very enjoyable. I think I've mentioned previously that they moved into a new building before term started. There's been quite a lot of teething issues with that, which makes it quite an awkward space to use. But they are getting there with it, and they've been very apologetic, but it has taken them a lot longer than they anticipated, which is not ideal when you're in a lecture and there's someone installing a fire detection system around you on one of those, because it's a big church hall, and one of those platform lifts, and it beeps every time it goes up and down. That was an interesting lecture. And our voices have been heard, which is good. But yeah, all going pretty smoothly. Work is fantastic. I couldn't be happier at my job. The people are great. The management is great. I love the projects that I'm on. It's a bit of a funny one. We're under a non-disclosure agreement, but it is now in the public realm, as in BBC News have reported about it. It's been in the big architecture magazines that we are working on it. So I can admit that my current project is the former City Hall building, which is next to Tower Bridge. It is where the GLA and Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London, had their offices until 2 years ago. It's been empty for 2 years, and now we are retrofitting it. That is as much as I can say on that, but it is an incredibly exciting project to work on. I can't really believe that I'm working on it, and that kind of fits the whole theme of my job, is that I can't still really believe that I'm working there. I still have pinch me moments. Being in the office, seeing the work that we are doing, the impact that we're having, just super happy. It's such a nice atmosphere to work in. I can dress pretty casually, I can listen to music, I can wear trainers, I can go and get coffee whenever I want. No one's clock watching, no one's checking what time I'm coming and going, or how long I'm taking for my lunch. As long as I get my work done and I'm there roughly the right amount of time, no one's bothered. And to me, that's how it should be, because as long as the work's getting done, who cares? Whereas my last place was very much every single minute. You need to be there every single minute. And if you've left the office, why have you left the office? And you had to sign in and write your name and what time you were in and out, which they said was for fire eggs. Absolutely wasn't. Just wasn't. Like, it was to check up on us to see if we were late or not. Because currently my new office is 300 of us, and they have no idea who's there and who's not. So, yeah. Anyway, really happy doing that and really enjoying it. And I'm really pleased to be able to tell you that last week I passed my 3-month probation. I had a really nice chat with my director. He was really complimentary, which is always nice to hear. Said that I brought a lot of warmth and energy to the team, which I'm happy about that. Said that my work's really good, that I've been working with the teams that I've been working with really well. They've all had really positive feedback for me. and that there wasn't a question about me not passing, basically. So that is, of course, brilliant to hear. It fills me with confidence, because I did have slight imposter syndrome starting working there, I can't lie. It's such a big step from what I was doing before, but yeah, basically said I'd taken it in my stride, and that I should be proud of myself. So that was really nice to hear. And on top of all of that, they even gave me a little Christmas bonus, which you know, shows that they're happy with me, and I am very grateful for that. We had a fantastic Christmas party first weekend of December. They hired a ballroom on Northumberland Avenue, which is next to Trafalgar Square, and it was space themed, and it was free bar all night. There was a fancy dress competition with a catwalk, and then we ended up, once that finished, going to a horrific rave venue called Fabric and paid £35 to get in. Big mistake, but hey, these things happen. And then Friday, just gone, what was that, like the 16th, 15th of December, we had promotions day at work. So it's a full day of celebrations. I walked into the office at 9:30 and was handed Prosecco on arrival, and had breakfast downstairs with everyone. They got us all pastries and fruit and whatnot. Did a little bit of work until 1, and then we broke off, and out at my studio we did a Christmas potluck. So my director went and bought beer and wine for everyone, and we all took in a dish and shared food, and that went on from 1 till 2:30. And then 2:30 till 3:30 we went and sent any sort of like final emails or whatever, and at 3:30 we finished for the day and went downstairs to start promotions evening. So there was about 40 people getting promoted, so it was sitting there. The managing directors of Europe are stood at the front announcing everything, and they give you clues as to who this person is. They give little hints here and there as to who it could be, and then they announce who it is, and everyone obviously celebrates them, and they go up and get their envelope or whatever. And yeah, there was 40 people to get through, and then they were celebrating years of sort of loyalty. So people that have been there 5 years, people that have been there 10 years, people that have been there 15 years, and there was even one person that had been there for 20 years this year. So they celebrated all of them. And then they also celebrate boomerangs. So that's people that have worked for the business previously, left, and then come back. And you actually get given a red Gensler proper wooden boomerang, which I think is brilliant. And then, yeah, that was sort of done by 8 o'clock. The presentation table was turned into a DJ booth. So the DJ came in, set up her decks. The bar opened. We've been drinking all afternoon, but just sort of helping ourselves. But then at 8 o'clock, the bar opened with a proper bar team serving us all alcohol, cocktails, whatever. They got a food truck in the office, serving us like chili and rice and nachos and tacos and all the toppings. And then, yeah, we just danced until about midnight. So that was a really nice way to finish the year at work. I am working this coming week, Wednesday to Friday, but that is from York, working from home. So it was a nice way to sort of like leave the office for 2023. And yeah, that is most stuff really. eBay's in a separate video, that's running in the background alongside all of this. I'm also trying to maintain an active social life. I'm seeing people from uni, outside of uni on a regular basis, going out with my other friends when I can. It's all expensive, but I think it's worth the money because I'm only going to be able to do this for a certain part of my life, and that's more important to me than saving up thousands of pounds. So that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. And you know, there's also the dating scene, and who knows what's going on there. I do, but I'm not going to be telling you guys anytime soon. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. Please update me on what's going on with you in the comments. There's so many of you who I've been chatting to in the comments over the last few years that I've been doing this, and I love the interaction. This could well be my last video before Christmas, so if that is the case, then I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, have a lovely, restful last week of December, and I hope that you all eat, drink and be merry, and I'll see you all again soon. with another video. I don't know what's going to be at this point, but who cares? Merry Christmas, everyone.